All right, so let's put the verbs into correct tense. But this one is rather easy because it's either simple past or past progressive. Either was doing, were doing, or did. One of them, right? So the receptionist, the guests, and them to fill in the form. The receptionist. Welcomed the guests and asked them to fill in the form. Instead of was welcoming. Why was welcoming? You can say when we arrived there, the receptionist was welcoming the guests, right? When I got there, the receptionist was welcoming. But here, the receptionist welcomed the guests and asked them to fill in the form.
Asked or asked?
Asked, right? ED, right? But when you speak, say ask them. So, next, Yuko, the car.
Broke down,
And we,
had to walk.
so the car broke down and we had to walk home. So we can't say the car was breaking down. No, the car broke down and we had to walk home. Javi, the boys,
Was swimming.
while the girls,
While the girls, I don't know, samba.
sunbath.
Sunbath.
So it could be sun. It's basically if it's sunbath, to take a sunbath. If it's sunbathe, which is e, to sunbathe. So the boys were swimming. While the girls were taking a sunbath, or were sunbathing, were sunbathing. The boys were swimming while the girls were taking a sunbath or were sunbathing, right? Because we have while here, right? So the boys were doing something while the girls were doing something else. My father, Claudia, came in. My father came in, looked around, and told me to clean up my mess, to tidy up my room, right? So my father came in, looked, and told me to tidy up my room, clean up this mess. While one group, Yuko,
Was preparing,
while one group was preparing dinner, the others
were collecting.
The others were collecting wood for the campfire. While one group was preparing dinner, the others were collecting wood for the campfire. While the parents, Mako, were having breakfast, the children were running about. If in this case we said the children ran about, while it also means were running about, but they were running around. So while parents were having breakfast, means at the same time, simultaneously, right? What happened? The children were running about, running around. Martha, Claudia, turned off the light
And went to bed.
and kissed her boy, and went to bed. So Martha turned off the light and went to bed. Very easy, right? Next, you have to put the verbs in the correct tense, simple future or future perfect, right? Oh, this is good. Simple future or future perfect. So simple future is I will go. Future perfect is will have done. When do we use simple future perfect? Something before something else in the future. Something before something else in the future will have done. Mako, the first one. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think I will start
I think I'll start. I'll start. I will start. That is, I'll start my new project, right? I think I'll start. Now, this is not necessarily a plan like I'm going to start, so I think I'll start. Like when you think, say, I think I'll start. This is a hobby.
I have finished it by the end of this month.
You're great at reading, thank you. I will have finished it. So I will have finished it by the end of this month. Why? Because before sometime in the future. Like by sometime in the future or by something in the future. So by the end of this month, I'll finish it. I will have finished it. It will have been finished. Yeah? Next, the teacher probably assign a task to his students next Monday. So, Yuko?
The teacher will probably assign.
Will probably assign a task to his students next Monday. So the teacher will probably assign a task to his students next Monday. And by the end of next week, Claudia, this is the tough one. By next week, so this is future perfect, right?
He will have finished.
He will have
corrected.
He will have corrected it by the end of the next week. By the end of next week. So he will have corrected it by the end of next week. So he will have, the teacher will probably assign a test to his students next Monday. But if it was by next Monday, before next Monday, we should say will have assigned, right? But if he will do it on Monday, not before Monday, so he will assign a test. I think he'll assign a test on Monday. He'll give us an assignment on Monday. By next Monday, he will have given us an assignment. By next Monday, he will have given us an assignment, right? My friend, Claudia,
I certainly get good mark.
will certainly, this is certain, right? We'll certainly get a good mark. Get a good mark. Yuko, by 9 o'clock, it's by 9 o'clock. So Claudia, whenever we have by 9 o'clock, by sometime in the future, we'll have done something, right? By, we'll have done something. So by 9 o'clock, we,
Will have finished.
yes, will have finished our homework. So by 9 o'clock, we will have finished our homework. Javi, they leave the classroom by the end of the hour.
They will have left
They will have left.
the classroom by the end of the hour.
They will have left the classroom by the end of the hour. They will have left the, yeah, I think. I start my trip tomorrow. I think I'll start. So why does it say, yeah, I think? If it doesn't say I think, it should say I'm going to start my trip tomorrow, right? But here is not sure. It says, I think I'll start the trip tomorrow. Like there's no plan yet. Yes? That's why you say I think. I think I'll start the trip tomorrow. So if you say I'm going to start the trip tomorrow, it means I've thought about it, I've planned it, and I will start it. So I'm going to start my trip tomorrow, right? So, Javi, before submitting the test, check the following. You don't have it. It's over, right? That part of this is over?
Yeah.
We're so good. Do you know that? Do you know that we're so good? Now, I will give you some stuff. Before submitting the test, check the following. Punctuation, capitalization, spelling, okay, spaces, whatever. Put the verbs into the correct tenses. Now, I will tell you something. You help me, okay? Now, Andy is tired because he worked all day. Andy's tired because, Claudia,
He has
been
working.
Andy's tired because he's been working all day. Yeah? Just listen to me. Look, you don't have to see anything. Andy's tired. You must be able to do it right now orally. So Andy's tired because he's been working all day. By 1960, most of Britain's old colonies, by 1960, most of the Britons, that is British colonies, become independent. By that time, by in the future, future perfect. By in the past, past perfect. Yeah? So become independent becomes had become, right? Okay, remember, by in the future, by 2020, future perfect. Tamwood will have done something. By 2020, I will have graduated in 5 years. I will have finished my PhD studies. I will have been teaching for so long, right? By sometime in the past, by 1960, it means before 1960. So before sometime in the past, past perfect.
Okay.
Before sometime in the future, future perfect. Huh? If I say in 1960, 5 countries became independent. Yeah? Because in the past. In 1960, last Wednesday, John came here. Yeah? Last Wednesday I saw John.
Was by different?
By means before last Wednesday. Because past perfect is before some time or something in the past. Future perfect is before something or sometime in the future.
This by is
So
like
by, yes,
around.
by means by before. Means by 1960, means until 1960, most of Britain's old colonies had already become independent. David broke his leg, and last week, so David broke his leg when he
What?
was skiing. Yeah? Correct? And skiing is double I. Kind of weird. So David broke his leg while he was skiing. Or when he was skiing. Yeah, you can say, I was skiing when I broke my leg. I broke my leg when I was skiing. Yeah? Can you say when he skied? No, when he was skiing when he broke his leg, right? What was he doing? He was doing something. Now, a nice time in Rome. You have what?
You have?
Have you had a nice time in Rome, or did you have a nice time in Rome?
Did you have?
Yeah? So did you have a good time? Look, you go back home. You go back to Japan. You go back to Spain. Did you have a good time in Canada? Of course. I met the world's best. Of course. Thank you. Thank you. I was thinking about like a cat or dog or something. Did you have a nice time in Rome? Did you have a nice time in Toronto? Of course. So, finish your homework. Now, if you say yet, what should I say? Finish your homework yet? Did you finish your homework yet, or have you finished your homework yet? Have you finished your homework yet? Have you finished your homework yet? Good. He at his computer for 6 hours. He is at his computer, or he has been
Yes.
at his computer for 6 hours. For 6 hours, since 6 hours ago. He
Was.
for 6 hours. I've been teaching for 6 hours today.
He has been.
He has been at his computer because there's no verb. He has been doing something. So he has been at his computer. He has been at his computer for 6 hours. Now, how long that car? How long that car? So you have a car, and it looks kind of old, right? And I'm like, Javi, how long this lemon? You know, lemon is like stupid cars like that, the old and so how long? How long do you have? How long did you have? How long have you had? Claudia.
How long have you had?
Ah, good. Thank you. How long have you had? Have you had? How long have you had this stupid car? How long have you had this car? It looks so old. Yeah? How long have you had this car? Like, how long have you had this job? How long have you been teaching? How long have you had this job in Chipotle? How long have you been working at Chipotle?
I've been working for 3 months.
There for 3 months. Perfect. How many people in the fire yesterday died?
Died.
How many people died? Thank you. How many people died in the fire yesterday? I know I do not know much about art, but I like some artists. I don't know much about art, I don't know much about art, but I like some artists. Wait for ages when finally the bus arrived. This one is hard. This one is hard. This one's good. So I
Had been.
I had been waiting.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for the bus when the bus arrived. Okay, fine. Look, I was waiting for the bus. Listen to this. I was waiting for the bus when I saw Peter. I was waiting for the bus when I saw Peter. Right? I was waiting for the bus when Peter came, but I want to say for ages, for 2 hours, I waiting for the bus. So I had been waiting for the bus for 2 hours when it finally came. So the bus finally came. I had waited for it for 2 hours, but since it was continuous, I'd been waiting. So I had waited. Or I had waited for ages. I'd been waiting. For ages, when finally the bus arrived, I was waiting. I received a postcard from Jane yesterday, correct? Correct?
This is finished.
I received a postcard from Jane yesterday. I correct all morning. I correct all morning. If I say all morning, all afternoon, I correct papers all morning. I'm exhausted. I've been,
I've been
correcting papers all morning. I'm exhausted. Never be sailing, what it's like. What's it like? I never sailed. I have never sailed. I have never been sailing. I have never sailed. I have never sailed. What's it like? What is it like to sail? What's it like? Means how is it? Is it good? I've never sailed. I've never been to Moscow. I have never eaten Swiss food. Claudia is going to make some, and we're all invited.
Thank you.
No? No?
I can bake something.
Can you cook? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm healthy.
Why not?
That's good. That's good.
No.
Well, I can. What I can do is I can actually heat some pork chops for you. I was late. Most of the shops closed. Were closed or closed or closed. So we say closed, right? If I want to use, but we usually say we're closed. It rained when I got up this morning. When I got up this morning, it was raining.
It was raining.
And I felt like you, honey. It was raining. Javi, where were you this morning when it was raining? I wanted you by my side. Janet, a new job in September. Start?
We'll start.
Started, right? Because it's in the past. Started a new job in September. She started a new job.
Or she didn't start.
She will start, yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
if it's now, she will start a new job. Yeah. So it could be if it's in the future. I'm not really sure if it was like past or mixed tenses. It can be she will start a new job. Or she started a new job in September. She will start. If it's in the future, it could be she will start. Nelly, a great time in New York at the moment. At the moment. At the moment means
It's
now. At the moment means now.
It's having.
Huh?
It's having.
Is having a great time. Is having a great time in New York at the moment. She was cooking dinner when we arrived. Arrived. She just come back from a Mediterranean cruise. That's the final sentence. She
Just came back.
no, just usually we say she has just come back. She has just
Okay.
come back from Mediterranean cruise. Yeah? So We're so good. I don't know. We're great. We rock and roll. We're amazing.
Amazing.